Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me on this adventure into the unknown. So today I'm going to be explaining how I think League of Legends is played. That includes who to play, what items to pick, how do you win, pro strats, etc. Thank you to Jesse for getting this gameplay footage for me. I will be using this to kind of do a play-by-play analysis and explain to you what I know is happening. So first of all, what is League of Legends? League is a MOBA, which probably stands for something, question mark. The objective in the game is to pick your champion and destroy the other team by taking down structures called towers in their base. This can be done outright by just overpowering your enemy, outplaying them, using the manipulative pro strats and the mind games, killing them, or just giving them such a beatdown that they forfeit because they're weak little babies who can't stand to see themselves lose in a video game. So before all of that, we have to do our champion selection. These are the characters that you'll be playing. They probably have some unique skill set to their own character, and it just makes it unlike any other MOBA, probably. So not to be outdone by Pokemon, League of Legends has a huge selection of options to choose from, with only a handful that are in the meta at any given time. Here's a list of a few I know offhand. Teemo, Captain Griggs, Dravis, Morgana, Tristana, Ashe, Fiddlesticks, Jax, best top lane, Amumu, Lee Sin, and that one guy that everybody hates. So the champion selection is a deciding point of the game. This is what determines if you're going to have fun or not. If you get stuck playing a guy that you don't like, you might as well alt F4 and try again, because playing a game at less than optimal loadout is pure suffering, and the raise of blood pressure from playing something that you don't like in a video game is not worth the long-term adverse health effects. Your character selection is probably based on what you're going to be doing in the game, based on what part of the team you're playing. In a 5v5 games, there are these player options. You can be top lane, bottom lane, middle lane, jungle, and support. While different characters play better in certain roles, I imagine, any true G will pick just a random guy and dominate whatever role is least wanted by his crybaby teammates. Now that the groundwork has been set, let's go into a play-by-play with the footage provided by Jesse. Here we see Team A. Team A is comprised of Jace, Thresh, Twisted Fate, which I always thought was an item, Xayah, and Ezreal, versus Team B, which includes Kled, Aurelion Sol, which is another thing I thought was an item, Lulu, Kassadin, and Twitch. So to start the game off, you want to look at your menu to buy some items. These will probably come into play at some point. Taking a look at the map, we can see where the lanes are and where the jungle is, as I previously mentioned. These are key parts of the game. If you stray from your lane, bad things will probably happen. Here we see our boys setting up for battle as the minions are about to spawn. Minions are a mechanic in this game that provides targets for you to kill that are not enemy players. This is so you can get EXP and gold to level up and buy items, so you can kill more minions. Here we see a basic interaction between players. This is the fast-paced action that made this game the #1 in the world. Look at them go. This goes on for several minutes, while one team hopes to establish some sort of advantage. As the minions continue to march to their demise, throwing in an attack or two of your own is crucial. While constantly clicking around on the ground to move around just 5 feet at a time, I hope your mouse can survive this battle for as long as you can. As you approach the enemy side of the map, there are turrets which need to be slain, as they do annoying pot shots of damage while you're trying to do your job of killing minions. When you have destroyed your opponent mercilessly, it is time to emote. I would suggest a sprightly dance, followed by a quote-unquote "too easy" in all chat. Nice work, Jesse. Looking into the chat, we see Jace is calling for a flash. This is a call I've heard no shortage of. Flash appears to be a basic move that all characters can use. If anything like Pokemon, it's something that I will probably never use. Taking a look at the item screen, we can now purchase some items after the massacre that we've just committed on these minions. I suggest things like potions, attack boost, speed boost, and my favorite item of all time, the Battle Greaves. In this engagement, we can see the pro strats coming into play. First, attack minions, as you do. As the enemy approaches to trade minor blows with you, you want to kind of take a back off, recoup, and then repeat. As you have for some reason scared off your opponent, take down the turret and collect your booty. Watch out, however, as the enemy has saw this destruction of the turret, and they are pissed. Dying isn't all bad though. Take this time to correct your character builds, so that when the next flank comes, you are ready with your Blasting Wand plus 40 ability power. I would also like to point out this golden nugget of advice from one of our players to any support player out there. Stay in your lane, you dumb support. Let typing take a back seat in the heat of battle, especially when you're all in voice chat. There's some action. I have no idea what just happened there. Top lane is a scary place. Perhaps that was a dumb support being absolutely annihilated for being in the wrong lane at the wrong time. Sorry, bro. With that action over, let's get back to the real game, killing minions and trading blows. When business as usual gets a bit too boring, some enemies will come and try to mix it up. We see here an attempt of a flank of our man Twisted Fate, but Xayah comes in like a massive legend to continue his reign of destruction. This scares off the enemy as the heroes now converge to congratulate each other. Panda attempts to run, but when you have a squad this deep, there's really no hope. With the enemy team in shambles, our team now chases them down, showing little mercy. Although Twisted Fate sacrifices himself, perhaps it is worth it as the remaining members of the team continue to do work on the turrets and they continue to drop like flies. It appears the action has moved to bottom lane in a hot 2v2 battle. Our man Twisted Fate chooses to take to the jungle and see a little peek at the action, abandoning his lane. Hopefully he's not called dumb and demoralized like our support player was just merely minutes ago. Although the attempt may have been appreciated, it was unnecessary as Weekday, our Xayah player, is simply an unstoppable machine. Truly surprising that the enemy team has not forfeited at this point. On the way back to the mid lane, our guys decide to attack an innocent dragon just sitting in the jungle. The team groups and begins to make their descent into the enemy territory. The enemy team simply stands no chance against our heroes as they completely disrespect the enemy team's towers, and they are probably pretty bummed out about that. Just as things look to be over, a comeback is declared.
Oh my god, that's such a long fall.
Hey back, Syndra! This is the start of the great comeback. Great comeback. Card.
Although the comeback looked promising for a moment, it appears that our team has seen their comeback and provided a comeback to their comeback. Stepping into the enemy base as a team crushing the glowing red rocks, the game appears to be closing up. I'm not really sure why they didn't just close it up there, to be honest, other than that the team simply is prolonging the suffering on purpose in hopes that they won't be challenged to a rematch and have to do this all over again. I have no idea what's happening now. Another attempt to take down the remaining crystals in the base seems to be in play. It's as though our boys are playing with their food at this point. As the rampage begins, the game comes to an end. Victory for us, huzzah! So that's basically all you need to know about League of Legends. Let's do a quick recap. You only want to pick the OP characters unless you're trying to be some little cheeky guy, little troll in the lanes and all that kind of stuff. Kill minions, buy the battle greaves, destroy the crystals, win the game. ARAM is the best game type. So with all that said, I have promised that I will play League of Legends with these guys if I ever get to 1,000 subs here on this channel. So if you'd like another opportunity to ridicule me, you know what to do. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.